Today is day 2. Is it day 2 of our snowstorm? Yeah. So it's not snowing anymore. Actually, the sun's trying to come out, but roads are bad. But we're going to get Lexi and bring her over here. She is bored. So we're gonna go get her, and then Hunter can stop and get her on his way home from work. So we're gonna bring y'all along, show you what it looks like, show you how pretty all this snow is.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. Our bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. We get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter. Feel the air get thinner. Standing in a blurry dream. No one else can see us. Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Lexi had texted me and Hunter was at work, so she was a little bored in the house by herself, and she said she had all kinds of laundry to do, and I told her, I said, just put it in some bags and bring it over to the house and do it at the house, and then he can stop and get you. I was like, we'll help you get your laundry called up. She's kind of at the point in her pregnancy where I think she's a little bit over it. She's enjoyed being pregnant, but it's 3rd trimester now, and it's the aches and pains and the feet swelling, feet hurting, just all those things. So I know that she's anxious, and she has loved being pregnant, like I said, but I think it's setting in that it's real and this is happening, and you get so anxious and all the emotions. So anyway, I just wanted to get her out of the house, so we pulled up to get her, and she was walking out the door with her laundry and a couple trash bags. So she was ready to get out of the house.
Miserable people doing things they hate just to fit in. I know it's easier to get along peacefully, but have you ever thought about you? Don't know why I keep on doing what I'm told to do when the rules are made up by someone we never knew. Baby, wipe your tears and hear me out. We don't need someone to feel alright. Let's do the streets on a Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always put it on Monday when you can get rich for trying to see the outside?
Allison had gotten no water out of the garage, and it was frozen, almost solid, so she was real impressed with that. She was like, look, I was like, I know it's 1 degree outside. This morning on Alden's way to work, he sent me a picture of his dash, and it said -4 or -6. I can't remember which one, but it must have been really, really cold this morning. We left our water dripping just so our pipes didn't freeze up. Do you guys do that? I don't know. My dad always did that growing up. I can remember him leaving water running, like dripping, and I guess just to keep water flowing so it don't freeze up. But we left ours running last night. Tonight I think it's supposed to be in the teens, but after tonight I think it's supposed to warm up just a little bit, and then another round of sleet, snow, freezing rain is going to come in, and I think the weather said maybe another inch. So I don't know. This is crazy. We're not used to snow like this. I mean, we do good if we get a dusting here in East Tennessee. So we're pretty excited. But this was the next day, and I hadn't even put my clothes on yet. I was still in my pajamas, and I started cleaning on the kitchen, and I was like, I'm just going to film it. So I know you guys don't care what I have on, but I was just going to pick the kitchen up real quick because Heather had actually ran to Lowe's to pick us up an air purifier. So we've got terrible allergies. It's just down to the point where we need to do something about it. So I did a sponsorship a long time ago for an air purifier, and it was just small, and for just a small space. I gave that to Lexi for her house, but we needed something much more heavy duty with all these animals and a bigger space. So we bought one, and we'll show you that in a few minutes. But I was just going to pick the kitchen up real quick and then get the living room vacuumed, all the hair up, like start from the ceiling fan, go down, get all of the animal hair that I could up. But I started cleaning this kitchen. One thing led to another, and I just worked in this kitchen all day long. I deep cleaned everything, and it was much needed, and it feels so much better now that it's done. I don't know why I dread things like that. I think it's the dread more than it is really doing it, because it's not really that bad once you get into it, and you feel so much better when it's done.
Barely see the sky now, we're safe under the trees. You tell me about your secrets and I'm falling madly, you'll catch me right.
I honestly can't even believe I'm showing you guys this oven. It's so bad. The only other oven I've seen worse than this one was my brother's, and if I can think, I'll insert pictures here because it was so bad that I thought we were going to have to just buy a new one, but we made it look brand new again. So I knew this one could be better anyway, for sure. So I just used a whole bunch of cleaner, Blue Wolf cleaner, and I used some of my tools that go on the end of a drill, and then I used a flat blade, like razor blade. I don't even know what you call those. It like left me, but you guys know what I'm talking about, just to scrape things off. So I worked on and off on this stove forever, but it looks so good, and it's still not perfect. There are still spots that I just can't get off, and maybe I can, maybe if I just keep scrubbing I can. But anyway, y'all are gonna see me clean this oven. It was so bad, like long overdue. So anyway, we're gonna get it done because I'm tired of looking at it.
Now when I'm looking back, I was hopelessly hoping for you to pull me back somewhere I don't belong without goodbyes. Made up my mind. It's all that matters really, as long as you stays crazy. Shadows will guide us where we've never been before. Burn so I act like no one knows me, while backing with my eyelids closed. Yeah, I might fall and I think I like it out of this hole. Burn so I act like no one knows me, while backing with my eyelids closed. Nothing that I change about this moment forevermore. Boy, it's been a while since we talked, and my head's getting nervous. I can't handle.
My favorite way to clean my cabinets is with a mop head, and when I buy a new mop head for my O-Cedar mop, I always do my cabinets with that, but after I use it on the floor, I don't anymore, so it wasn't time to replace my mop head yet. I've just not used that mop a whole bunch since I have the Bissell and the steam mop and things like that, so it was still okay, but I didn't want to take it to my cabinets. So I just did a quick wipe down of the cabinets. Then I needed to clean these counters and the sink. And I seen somewhere where you can put ice down in your garbage disposal and then put your pack of cleaner, like your disposal cleaner, in with it, and it'll sharpen your blades and it cleans better. I don't know if it worked or not. It didn't look any different to me, but it was really loud, so if sound matters, then it sharpened them for sure because it was extremely loud. But anyway, I did that, and that smells better for sure. But I just had to keep going back to this oven. I would spray it down some more. It was just like I was chipping off layers. So I would scrub at it, wipe at it, and then I would spray it and leave it for a little while, and then I would go back and do it again. So we had let something boil over on this eye, and it was bad too, and I had scrubbed that and nothing was working. So I took this little sharp edge to it, and that works so good. Just be careful, don't mash too hard, and don't go side to side for sure. You will scratch your stove. So I just took this to my stove and it took all of that off, and then of course I used it underneath to just chip layers away.
Wait, maybe you're just off doing what you said. Ooh, think I've lost myself. Tell me what's the hold up, baby. Tell me why your phone's off lately. I don't wanna go all crazy, but I think I'm losing it. Tell me where your heart is these days. Are you being honest with me? I don't wanna go this cray-cray, but I think I'm losing it bad. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it bad. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it bad. Wish my mind and I could free ourselves from agony, but without you here, it's hard to keep my thoughts clean. I'm just worried there is something you're not telling me. Ooh, ooh. Tell me what's the hold up, baby. Tell me why your phone's off lately. I don't wanna go all crazy, but I think I'm losing it. Tell me where your heart is these days. Are you being honest with me?
I don't wanna be alone. Spend too much time by myself. So many things that I still don't know. It's time for me to move on. I want you right here, but you're all across the globe. Never call me back, even though you're on your phone. Wishful thinking gets the best of me. Hoping that it's still you and me. Yeah, I thought we'd always shine.
So our allergies are terrible. With 4 cats in the house and a basset hound, we cannot breathe. So Heather and I went in together and bought this air purifier. It's the ALEN Breathe Smart 45i. Covers up to 800 square feet, which will be fine for this main area. And we've got, I mean, that's like 2 stories basically, so that's 15 feet. So we figured that 800 square feet, we should go ahead and get this one instead of the smaller one. Purifier, it's got a HEPA pure filter, removes 99.9% of dust, allergens, and harmful pollutants down to 0.1 micron. Replace after 9 to 12 months, so that lasts a long time. And you can personalize your panel. You also can connect it to your phone. So we're gonna open this baby up and get it going because we cannot breathe. We got an air filter also. So, I can put the air filter in. Okay, come do that.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights.
And then, yep. There you go. And just shut it back. Hang on, open it. Open that thing. Yeah, now push it in there and shut it. That way. Yeah, there you go. Good deal. Thank you. If you want to take this to the garage and put it in our dirt pile.
There's something about you, something about you.
I'm gonna wash my hands, get this roast on, and then we'll open this air purifier up.
Get too drunk and too scared and lie to you
gonna unbox this for us. This is sponsored by Heather and myself.
Look at all this. We got egg cartons.
Don't drop that. Like where in the room is best to put it?
Hey, flat.
Flash, you cannot eat plastic. Bring it back. I see you hiding. It was on sale for $3.59, so basically $200 a piece. The one good thing about us like living together and splitting things like this, if it's something that we both agree that we need or we both want, then we'll split it. So anything we want or need that we can share is half price. So that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
We have a lot of new people here that don't really know the situation, and you can go back and watch previous videos and figure it out. But Heather's my best friend. We split bills. When she was moving out and selling her house, she was actually going to rent an apartment close to where I live. Rent here is really expensive. So she got to looking and she was like, I could buy a house and the house payment would be cheaper than rent. So I was going to move into an apartment with her. We had already talked about that, figured it out. I had talked to Alden about it, all that. We were just going to split rent. So when she said that she found this house, what did I think about buying a house? It's an investment, and it's not like we bought this house to live together forever, and maybe we will, who knows. But it's an investment, and if I move out, she'll buy me out, and if she moves out, I'll buy her out, or if we sell it, we'll just split the profit. But to pay that amount of money in rent, when you could pay this amount of money for an investment for something you're going to turn around and get more than what you put in it back, then that's what we decided to do. It's not like we did that because we are married or anything, because that is not the case. But the reason we wanted both names on this house is because if something happened to her, then where would that leave me and my kids if my name wasn't on it? Even though I've paid my part and all that on this house, where would that leave me? That would leave me with nothing. My kids and I would have to just get out. So it's the same thing with her. If this house was in my name, something happened to me, then she wouldn't have any ownership of it, and that should go to her. So we have live-in wills to where this goes here and that goes there, or if we were buying a car wreck together, that would go to whoever. We've got all that figured out. But that is why we have both names on the house. And it's just an investment. We'll get our money back out of it. Did him potty? Good boy. Let's keep this with our manual for sure, so it's easy. I was telling them, well, we have both names on the house, so I wouldn't be set out in the street, or you wouldn't be set out on the street if something happened to us, all that. I'm dirty from that. Quit sniffing my butt!
And one of us have a house if something happens to the other.
Right, so, I mean, will we be here forever? I don't know. I might find something I want and buy that, and then she would just, when she sells it or whatever, pay me. I mean, we may end up getting mad at each other and being like, give me my money, you know? Give me my money! So what do? Just hit power. Ooh, it's red now.
Medium. Red is significant. Purple is very significant.
It's purple.
Okay.
So purple's the worst?
Yeah.
It just turned purple.
That's okay.
Doing its job. We've got the worst air possible. I mean, I don't know how. I don't know how. My battery's on. Okay, so we put a zip tie here just to hold that on that little screw so that he can't get in here. We have a magnet, but it's not strong enough. He can get through that. So we've got the air filter running, and that is purple, which is the worst air quality you can have. We have cats in the box. I have cleaner that's been sitting, so I'm gonna finish this. I have roast in the pressure cooker, and I pressure cook this for 2 hours because I like it super tender, and that's a really big chunk of meat. After 2 hours, I'll put some potatoes, carrots, and onions in it and do it for about 20 minutes, and then we'll call it supper.
Hey, won't you pour me another? I'm going in, so wish me good luck. Yeah, gotta put on my favorite song. I need a boost. Let's turn up the love. No, it is because of you. Maybe we will regret this, but tomorrow is another day. And I will do anything to get your love. Hey, won't you pour me another? I'm going in, so wish me good luck. Yeah, gotta put on my favorite song. I need a boost. Let's turn up the love, because it's on. Ooh, ooh, keep my fingers crossed. Oh yeah, it's on.
A few of you have asked me if I have a cleaning schedule or if I do certain things on certain days. No. I am not good at schedules. I'm not good at staying on task with things like that. Just for instance, I came in here to clean these grates and I noticed that the bathtub has some brown dirt just down in those little grooves. So I was thinking, well, since I've got these power tools out, I could get all that dirt out of all those little grooves. So as I thought I would do that, I was like, okay, but I'm not squatting down next to this filthy toilet and scrub it on this bathtub. So I'll clean the toilet first. And then I looked at the sink and there's still stain all over it from where I tried to get it off my hands when I did my bedroom. And it's just a whole ordeal. I go down a rabbit hole and I just am so random. When I go to start cleaning things, I'll see this and that and I'll go do this and I'll go do that. And yeah, so no schedule here. This is stain from where I stained my headboard and I had it on my hands and I tried to wash it off and it got all over the place. I haven't cleaned it yet, so even had some on my soap here. Let's see if that'll come off.
Kinda simple, kinda wishful about things. And you're kinda simple, but like a pistol, you fire. Sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another. Talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about the drunk nights, bragging in the glory. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? You do it right. Hold me tight when I need it. And you always like what I like we know each other. But sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another. Talking to strangers and make out spontaneously.
So like I said, when I started filming this morning, I was like, we're getting an air purifier. It's the perfect time to just film us getting all this hair up and, getting our house better as far as all of the pet dander and all that. But that did not happen. We did get the air purifier, but I have not touched the dining room or living room. I had like 5 hours of footage to go through and I was like, I'm just going to stop it here and try to get it posted. And then I'll do the next one. I have no idea what you guys want to see and what you don't. I'm just kind of winging it with the YouTube thing. And, I may post something that you couldn't give two flips about. And then I may post some things that you really like. And people like different things. A lot of people are only here for the makeovers. Some are only here for the cleaning. Some people love just seeing our day-to-day life and how we do things. And it's really fun for me to watch other people, their day in a life, just to see how they live and how they do things. And you get ideas and you get inspiration. But anyway, I was just going to go ahead and throw this much up instead of making it like a huge long hour-long video. I was just going to go ahead and split this up so you could watch this part now and then the rest of it tomorrow or the next day. Whichever day I get it put up, I'll try to get it edited and all that just as quick as I can for you guys. But those that are just here for it all and just show up for me no matter what, you guys mean the world to me. It means the world to me no matter what you're here for. So don't ever feel like I'm ungrateful, because I'm not. I don't care if you're just here for the makeovers or whatever. I understand that. So, I'm just glad that you show up when you do. I appreciate you. But today's devotional is Learn from Me. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. Perhaps it's morning when you're reading this, and your day is just beginning. Your heart is already heavy. Or maybe it's the end of the day, and you feel weakened by the burdens you have taken on. Rest in the kindest person there ever was. Let His words soothe and strengthen you. Perhaps you have taken on more than what God is asking you to, physically or emotionally. Christ Himself makes it clear that His yoke is easy and His burden is light. If your yoke is too heavy, perhaps you aren't supposed to be carrying it in the first place. Learn from Jesus. Refusing wrong yokes won't necessarily feel natural to you, but ask and learn. As you do, He will strengthen your ability to know the difference so you might enjoy His rest. Jesus, help me learn from you and rest in you. I don't want to carry any yokes that you aren't asking me to. Give me wisdom as I walk into each new day. So as I'm reading that devotional, I'm thinking, are you a morning person or are you a night person? When do your burdens feel the heaviest? Mine feel the heaviest in the mornings. When I wake up in the morning, a lot of times I'll have to talk to myself and build myself up, read my devotional and just pump myself up that I've got this, I can do it. There's times I wake up and I'm in the worst mood and I am just the biggest Debbie Downer. The world's against me and all that good stuff. But then by night, I am in a better mood. I've got the mindset of, I've got this, I can do it, all those things. And with that comes a lot of confidence at night that I don't have in the mornings. So at night, if I have a friend or someone ask me to do something for them, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do it. Sure, no problem. I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, why did I take that on? You have to find that balance. And a lot of things we take on isn't from the Lord. I'll agree with that 100%. Like someone could call me right now and be like, could you have me 100 t-shirts made by 12 o'clock tomorrow? And I'd be like, yeah, no problem. And knowing that the Lord's saying, no, you can't do that. I'm like, yeah, I got this. No. So there's just a big difference in what I am willing to take on in the morning and at night, but I get it done. So that's all that matters. No matter what mess I get myself into, the Lord walks me through it and He gets me through it. And I'm sure sometimes He shakes His head and He's tired of my impulsive decisions, but here we are. He still loves me. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This is just a little bit of nothing, really. I mean, cleaning my oven mainly. But I do appreciate you all showing up for me, no matter what. So many of y'all do, and I love you so much. So blessed to have you guys here and to call you my friends. But remember, I love you. Remember, Jesus loves you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
That He showed me, make the broken things new. Yeah, I'm the only hope for you and I.